Gonna get this bit rendered here. Well, get this bit scratched anyway. Hard to sort of see the sun. But yeah, just along the left there. Gonna get that started. And this side as well, which is the same. So just up along the left. And the last thing I was doing in the house was the floor, and like I was saying there, I'm gonna jump outside and get basically the tops of those two walls done up on the roof. But yeah, this is the progress. Just show you this quickly before I start mixing the render up. Sand cement scratch coat. I've got all this screwed down now, and everything screwed in here and in the eaves there. I also managed to get, just sort of doing this, you know, spent a half an hour after work screwing down boards, and I managed to get a good bit done in here the other afternoon, which was cutting this piece and that piece. I think that was shoots out a square there. If you actually look at the timber, it's got more of a gap there than it does up here, so I think that wall is leaning a wee bit, so it's going to be fun to render. There's another bit of a sign there, it's more or less touching there, then it opens up. So, and the floor as well, I've cut that's a square cut and it just opens up. But yeah, that's going to be fun to get plastered. But yeah, getting on well, everything screwed down nice and solid. So really just need a 2B, maybe 3B bits to finish there, and of course I need to flow them in for the door just to get inside there, so that you're not crawling over a hole. But yeah, the next stage, guys, up here is more of the same. I'll probably just keep coming from there to here, but I need to roll out the insulation. I think I've only got 3 full rolls left, so I need to get more. Them 3 full rolls will get me a couple of sections done, but it's not going to finish, and I have this whole crawl space yet to insulate and floorboard. So on that note, guys, I'm going to run away from up here and I'm going to get outside. I'm going to start mixing up some scratch coat, and I'm going to get those awkward bits scratched and beaded, and then at least that's a start when I have some good weather out there, guys. It's nice and bright, as you can see out the windows. There's plenty of light coming in them. So yeah, it is due to rain at about 4 o'clock, but I should be long gone by then and the stuff should set. I will need to give it all a splash of water, but yeah, not too bad. Get a couple of mixes going here and see how I get on. Guys, I can't even explain how awkward that was. For all it is, it's like a wee small trowel, but that's that part all scratched up and beaded. And I have to I'm gonna just bring it on down here, down to the corner anyway. Have a rule on nice and plumb, and a wee stop bead here, because there is going to be coin stones here. So I'm just going to double check that bead is plumb, but there's going to be coins there, so just want a natural wee stop before I'm not going to have time to do all this, so I'm happy to do a wee stop bead on both them wee sort of high pitched cable things and wee awkward areas there, so that gives me, if anything ever does go wrong as well, it gives me a nice place to stop. I'm going to do the same over this side. Just have my sand cement wetting up again there, as it's sitting tightening up in the mixer, so I have it turning to loosen it up. But yeah, just going to do the exact same here, guys. Run my bead down and then come across from sabot to sabot. But I just want to make sure it's plumb there, because there will be coin stones on these corners coming around, so just want to make sure I'm not fouling myself later on. gonna try and rub that wee strip on both sides today. Kind of don't have loads of time, so I gotta get it on quick, get it finished quick. Swear guys, every time I try and do outside work around here, it just rains. But I'll give you a wee quick look here. It's just dying off. At the progress. Well, I'm really finished these two wee bits. A lot of work for a small bit of detail. So that's that one done, down to my stop bead here. And I've done the exact same on this side. And I go in case this sky opens up here. But yeah, you can see that wee bit's done too. That bit in some ways was more awkward. It was easier to clean, but it was much more awkward to plaster. But yeah guys, there we are. Two more wee bits done. So the only thing left to do on them bits is get the primer on and then acrylic them, and then make sure to try and wash the roof as best as possible. Even with covering it up there, it's been an absolute nightmare. And look how dark it is inside when you come in. But yeah, that's just another wee bit pushed on, which is good. Oh.
What we doing live? Echoes in eternity.
Like and subscribe to Plastering.